It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who picked up 4 tackles in last week's contest. It's the Cards and the Jets under the lights on Sunday night.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Caught by Wilson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Herbert on first down now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Herbert's throw complete to McBride. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here is 3rd down and 4. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert back to the air. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Herbert now. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. The Cardinals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Quentin Williams, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's third and a few inches. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now it's Herbert. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
New York set to take the field. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Rodgers able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards down to the 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a give right side. It's Benson, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. A short one here, caught by McBride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball to the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad to go that far back. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are once again back in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. New York set to take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Rodgers. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is caught by Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. On first down, it's Herbert. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Second down and 8. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. With it is Jackson. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Anthony Richardson, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Bryce Young, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And they'll come up second and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To the air again, Herbert. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the try here for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
B.J. Ojulari
able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers going to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So out now come the Cardinals. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Herbert now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he dropped it on the 10, but a little unlucky there. Into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Rodgers now to throw. And a completion to Wilson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll find Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing is Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
3rd and 19.
To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On second down now. It's Benson. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On third down, Benson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alan Lazard, 49 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
So it's a win here for the Cardinals, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise and really willed his guys to the victory.
So for Arizona, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall